Alright, wanted to do a quick video. It's my first YouTube video. Wanted to just kind of show my dice rig, my receiving station, and my throwing station. Well, this is Chi-Town Showtime. I've been a fan of craps for probably 15 years. I say a fan, I've been a degenerate gambler for much longer than that, but I love craps. Over the last 6 months, thanks to YouTube and the great personalities out there, I decided to try and step my game up, and thank you to the Bone Thrower and a number of folks. I ended up copying a kind of a design. I don't know if it's copying or I kind of put my own spin on it for this receiving station. Obviously we've got the alligator stuff at the back, 12 inches high. These are only 8.5 on the sides. Can't remember the length, but I ended up buying a display, a cheap one on Amazon. I cut it here so that I have all of the different numbers, and so I can track with my chips, you know, how I'm doing and whatever. Now I understand that, you know, a throwing station really isn't a true simulation. I mean, you need a good 44-inch area, you know, and well, I've got my nice suited speed cloth poker table that we have poker games on, and it's an awesome table. I built this myself with the rail. The rail moves and everything, as you can see, so I've got the rail pulled down so that I have a nice 8.5 foot range from the throwing station to the receiving station. And then on the receiving station I have some felt that I got from Joann Fabrics underneath the actual felt, and this is felt. It's not a good it's not a real high quality cloth, but it does the trick. So yeah, the whole point of having a throwing station and a receiving station is really to work on your game as far as throwing. It certainly, I'll be the first to admit, doesn't simulate the results that you would get if you had a full 44-inch landing area where, you know, the dice could kind of bounce around and do their thing. But it certainly does simulate, and it certainly helps give you a little more confidence in your, you know, you work on your grip, you work on your pendulum, you work on your throw in your landing area. I mean, really, the areas in which we can control, which is when the dice are in our hands, that's what you work on with a rig like this. And, you know, I actually purchased a nice display from Casinos for You, I think is the name of it. 10 foot, not 14 foot, because I don't want a 14-foot table down in my beautiful basement. Yeah, beautiful. Look at beauty. It's just unfinished. I've got fishing gear back there and all kinds of fun stuff. My 6-pointer, walleye, place to clean my guns, whatever. So, you know, it's an unfinished basement, really very cluttered and whatnot, but hey, it does the trick. So anyway, so this station, I have it resting on my poker table. Over the next month or so, I'll probably get around to building this table, and the reason I'll do it 10 foot, like I said, is it gives me some more room in here. Obviously this poker table takes up some room. I can clean up that area and put the craps table over there. That obviously would help, and it would give me a much better result oriented, especially since it'll have the same kind of cloth as the casinos. But for now, I'm really working on this. Now, like I said, I've been doing this for the last 6 months. Here's the throwing station, by the way. Got chips here that I can put out, and in my next video I'm going to do a practice here today on, you know, just kind of rolling a simulated game and practicing my betting strategy. But this thing cost me less than $100 to put together. I bought you know, the cloth on Amazon, the stick, the puck. I had a bunch of chips. Obviously, having a poker table and having games and things, you've got all kinds of chips laying around. But I would recommend, because for me, I've always been a recreational type gambler when it came to craps. Go on cruises, go to Atlantic City, go wherever, and you have a good time, and sometimes you win, most of the time you lose. And you know, since I've been doing this, I've gone to the casino maybe 6 or 7 times in the last 6 months, and I have to attribute my winnings, which I have won out of the 7 times I've gone. I'd say I've won fairly big 4 times, broke even, which was discouraging, but still at least broke even twice, and kind of lost because I had no discipline the one time. So the reality is, this practice, the ability to control the dice out of your hands, have a good dice set, and you know, being able to land the dice in the fairly similar area, you get better results. I think that it's not going to give you 100% game. You're never going to win all the time, but it does give you an edge. And thank you again to all the personalities online that are committed to improving people's games. I truly appreciate Bone Thrower. I enjoy his humor. I enjoy his videos. He breaks it down into manageable parts, and really, for me, it helps me tremendously. So that's my first YouTube video. Hopefully you all like it. Give me some comments, and I'm going to make one here in a few, just with my practice session, and see how it goes. Thank you so much for taking the minute. God bless, and have a great day.